Speaking of the crown and the royal family and these bloodlines, we spoke about this last time you were on the show, but you believe that these bloodlines are the same bloodlines to the Nephilim, or what some may call Anunnaki, these elongated skull beings. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And it's all coming together. There's different genres that are working on different areas of it, but you take it all in totality, and you can definitely see that there was some intervention upon humanity around 8,000 years ago. And in first in Samaria, which is now Iraq, Mesopotamia, where, guess what, agriculture is known to have begun. And on these Sumerian clay tablets, it is written that the people were forced into agriculture by these Anunnaki, forced into agriculture. That's a big deal. I mean, because everybody always wondered, why did people quit hunting and gathering? It's so easy. It's like, I mean, it's not easy, but it's 8 hours of work a week. It's get some meat, it's find some berries, it's fish a little, pick some corn, squash, and you're all good. But no, they were forced into it, and that did not just happen in Samaria. That happened everywhere. And I think all the big obelisks and temples, and whether it's Mayans or the Aztecs or the Toltecs or the Göbekli Tepe or whatever the hell it is in Turkey, or stuff in Lebanon, it's all at the same time frame. It's all an intervention, and then building these sort of monuments and teaching people how to sacrifice. Certain tribes became became that way, and it was a rotten deal. And I mean, the Bible talks about it. I mean, every holy book talks about this stuff. Not just the Bible, but every holy book talks about this stuff. And so these people were, and then you could call them the Canaanites. You could call them the tribe of Dan. This whole idea of Zionism that we are plagued with is not about Israel at all. It's about the grafting of the Nephilim genes with humanity. Zion means Scion, S-C-I-O-N. Transliteration means to graft. Okay, that's what this is really about. So the whole thing with Israel, it's not about Jews or anything. It's just about Israel is in the center of the globe, the very center of the biggest landmass on the globe, running from, say Copenhagen to Singapore, Vladivostok to, Windhoek, or, Cape Town. And Israel sits right there. So it's always been a trafficking hub. It's always been the center of trade. It's always been very strategically, just because of its geography. That's it. So that's why the Zionists, the grafters, the Nephilim crown wants their capital there, so they can control the world more easily. It's just that simple. So what they've actually done is put Jews in harm's way in that area, and pitted them against Arabs, and then of course put Palestinians in big time harm's way. But the original Jews anyway were kicked out. I mean, the original God's chosen people were the Ethiopians. I mean, they're black. I mean, that's why the Coptic Christians probably have the best understanding in Ethiopia, probably have the best understanding of actually what happened. And Jesus was black, newsflash, Jesus was black. And, to me, Jesus is just, again, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I read, and it's a history book, the Bible, along with all the other history books. And if you read between the lines, it's really just Jesus, to me, is like a metaphor. The way, the truth, and the light. So the way is live simply, wander the mountains, don't have possessions, tell others to join with you in a tribe or a clan, and talk about, and then the truth, well, always challenge authority, always tell the truth, try to figure out why we're here, try to figure out who's running this show, and then shout them down, which he did. And then the light is just the love, the compassion, helping people that are poor and weak and don't have much. Pretty simple, right? I mean, that's all it is. And then, and he was all about getting rid of the rituals, getting rid of the sort of religious crap, and the spiritualism and all the crap that came out of Babylon, all this mystery school stuff and all these secret societies and spiritualism, and which is where New Ageism comes from, and all the crystal people and all this crazy stuff. And it's all just rotten. So really, it's about the way you live your life. It's not about believing anything. It's just about treating people decent, being a decent person, and maybe don't believe anything.